It's a rainy day here in the city of Budapest, so what I've done is I've headed into the famous indoor market across the road from my hotel. And when I was walking around taking images, I thought I'd put together just a little bit of a how-to just to how you can approach photographing a market such as that indoor market here in the city. And you get lots of them in various cities around the world that are very famous. So here you go, here's 7 tips to help you photograph different markets. If you're headed off to any marketplace, wherever it might be, either indoors or outdoors, the first thing that you must remember is that first and foremost, it is a place of work for people. And then secondly, it's also where the locals come to be able to buy their meat, their vegetables, their fruit and whatever else. So when you're headed in there as a tourist, remember that really you're going in there as a guest. So just be on your best behavior in there and you'll get a lot further than if you go in there all gung-ho and snap happy. Leading on from the first tip, the next thing that you must do and you must adhere to as much as you can is that you must always ask before you take any pictures in a market, because there are some people that can be a little bit funny at times if you just go in there snapping away, because at the end of the day, as I said, it is a working place. So be thoughtful, be considerate to people, just ask before taking a picture. I know you're going to see some amazing things in markets around the world, but just ask. If you ask, and people are delighted if you ask them before you take a picture. The amount of smiles that I had today and the amount of your welcomes when I said thank you, it's appreciated. Just going in there and taking a picture without asking, really, it's a no-no. So just ask. The next tip that I would give when you're photographing markets, such as the one here in Budapest, is just go in there almost like a local. Don't take your camera, don't take any vlogging gear. Just go in with your eyes open and your ears open and just have a wander around. Get a feel for how the place is working, get a feel for how many people are in there at certain times, and it will really help when you go back armed with your camera. Because basically you want to be able to get the best out of these places, so get to know it like any other location. Okay, so you've got your confidence, you've had a look around, you've got a feel for the place, you've seen how it works. What's the next thing? The next thing is you're going to have to go in handheld, no tripods. It will never work if you go in with a tripod, not unless there's somewhere you can get to up above the market looking down on it. There is somewhere actually you can do that in the market in Budapest, that you can get up there with a tripod. But in the main, when you're walking around the main marketplace, I would suggest that you don't take a tripod. You'd be a lot better working free of those particular legs and that handicap, as a friend of mine calls it. Just wander around handheld and you'll find you'll get so much more out of the place. Gear wise, when it comes to walking around a market, I would suggest you take just one lens. That one lens I would suggest being something such as a 24-70. That will cover most bases when you're walking around and you're spotting things and talking to people and asking if you can take pictures. You're not going to need a 100 to 400 millimeter lens walking around a marketplace. It's just not there. It's just not going to be needed at all. The 24-70 Nikon, Canon, Sony, F2.8 is absolutely brilliant for doing those particular types of scenes. So just one camera, one lens, you'll be fine. As far as camera settings go when you're walking around a market, I would say to you, probably you're looking at something like ISO 400 to 800, certainly if you're in an indoor market because of the light levels. And then also I would say to you, put your camera on aperture priority, because you have to be thinking quick and on your feet at times. And if you've got something that's half automatic, you'll be getting a lot more shots and a lot more winning shots if you're in that particular mode. So aperture priority, ISO 400 to 800, You won't need much more than that, and you should come away with lots of great images. The last tip that I'm going to give you revolves around both colour and patterns. Any market around in any place, you're going to have lots of different colour and lots of different patterns that are formed from the fruit and the veg or meat or whatever it is that's going to be around you. So keep your eyes and ears open for what is around you, and you should be sure to capture the essence of what it is that of the country that it is that you're visiting. So here, for example, there's lots of different souvenirs that I saw that specifically relates to the country of Hungary. So I was able to capture them with my camera with a bit of forethought and asking people whether I could take the images. And I got some images that I was really happy with. So look out for the colour and the patterns that are all around you in any market. So that's it for this particular vlog here in Budapest. Will there be another one from Budapest? Well, I do hope so. According to the weather, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so I'm hoping to be out and about tomorrow again before going home on Saturday. So what will I be able to see and what will I be able to capture? I don't know. I have been talking to some people today about access to a particular place which has been given. Can I get up there? I don't know. We will see. That will all depend on the weather that is arriving tomorrow. So apparently there's some thunderstorms. It could be quite interesting weather tomorrow. So we will see, but hopefully there'll be another vlog in Budapest coming up after this.